Good morning students, Sairam and welcome again. So in previous lecture we started political science chapter what is democracy, why democracy. So in this video we will continue with the chapter what is democracy, why democracy part 2. Okay, before proceeding further, let's take a quick recap what you have learned in the previous video. So in previous video we understand about what is democracy, and the second one is the important features of democratic government. So first understand the word democracy derived from the Greek word. In Greek, demos means people and the Croatia means rule. That is, democracy means rule of people. In fact, democracy is said to be a form of government in which people elect their rulers and representatives. As Abraham Lincoln said that democracy is a form of government of the people, for the people, by the people. Right? Is it clear? Okay. Now next one is the features of democratic government. So these are the important features of democratic government. First, in democratic country, major decisions taken by the leaders or the representatives, and these leaders representatives elected by the people. Next example, basically in democratic country, election should be free and fair. Next one is, in democratic country, every citizen must have one vote, and each vote must have the same value. Next one is, in a democratic government, rules within limits set by constitutional laws or citizens' right. So these are the important features of democracy. Now the next one is Chinese. Chinese parliament is also called National People's Congress, which chose its president. At that time in China, every candidate has to be take approval from Chinese Communist Party contest election. At that time, that means every person, every candidate who want to stand in election, first he need to take approval from the Chinese Communist Party. That's why in China at that time, every elections won by the Chinese Communist Party. Next case study we discussed in previous video about Pakistan. In Pakistan, under the General Pervez Musharraf led a military coup in October 1999. Then in 2002, he issued a legal framework order and changed the constitution of Pakistan. According to this order, President now can dismiss the national and provincial assemblies. Moreover, work of civilian cabinet is supervised by a National Security Council, which is dominated by the military officers or the General Pervez Musharraf. Though democratic form of government may not be a perfect form of government, but still it is better than any other form of government. So democracy is not just a form of government or just some form of institution, but in broader sense, it is a principle which should be included in every sphere of life. So this is all about your previous video. Now just move on to the next. In this video, we will cover these topics. Features of democracy, basically two features we already discussed in previous video. Major decisions taken by the government, and the second one is the free and fair election. In this video we will discuss one vote, one person, one vote and one value, and next one is the rule of law and respect of rights. Next topic we will cover in this video, merits and demerits of democracy. Next one is the differentiate between the democratic and non-democratic, and the last one is the types of democracy. Okay, now let's understand the next key point. Who are the people? So in a democratic country, every citizen, every person must have a vote, and each vote must have the same value. That means in democratic country we just followed universal adult franchise concept, and this concept adopted all over the world. But this principle, it's not being followed in some countries. Yet there are many instances of denial of right to vote. There are many countries were not accepted universal adult franchise. So to understand this point, here I am going to take the case study of Saudi Arabia, Estonia and Fiji to understand this point. So the first case study of Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, women do not have the right to vote, right, till 2015, right? In Saudi Arabia, women do not have the right to vote. Okay, take the next case study of Estonia. In Estonia, Estonia made its citizens rules in such a way that people belonging to the Russian minority, that those who belongs to the Russia, so the people belonging to Russian minority find it difficult to get the right to vote in Estonia, right? Okay, now the third case study of Fiji. In Fiji, the electoral system such that the vote of an indigenous Fiji has more value than the Indian Fijian. So basically in these countries, that means Saudi Arabia, Estonia and Fiji, these countries completely denied the right to vote of the people, because democracy is based on fundamental principle of political equality. So these case study, the example of these country give us the next feature of democracy. In democratic country, every citizen or every person must have one vote, and each vote must have the same value. So this is the third important feature of democracy. Okay, now the last key point, what kind of form of government? So to understand this key point, here I am going to take the case study of Zimbabwe. So in Zimbabwe, independence attained from the white minority in 1980, right? When Zimbabwe attained independence? In 1980. Since then, the country has been ruled by ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF basically the political party of Zimbabwe that led the freedom struggle in Zimbabwe. So first understand the full form of ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF, Z means Zimbabwe, A means Africa, N means National Union, and PF means Patriotic Front. Is it clear? Zimbabwe, Africa, National Union, Patriotic Front. Since then, the country has been ruled by ZANU-PF. The party led the freedom struggle in Zimbabwe. Leader named Robert Mugabe has been ruling the party or the country since independence. Elections have been held regularly. Regularly, that means after every 6 years, but always won by the ZANU-PF. Basically, Robert Mugabe was very popular president in Zimbabwe at that time, but he uses many unfair practices in election to win the election, changed the constitution and increased the power of president itself and makes him less accountable. Less accountable, that means answerable. Opposition party workers tortured. At that time, like public protest and demonstration against government also declared illegal. There is a law that limits the right to criticize the president. Even TV and radio were also controlled by the government and gave only ruling party version. There are independent newspapers, but the government harasses those journalists who go against this. So basically, Robert Mugabe has been ruling since independence, right? And he was very popular at that time, but he also used many unfair practices to win the election. Every elections won by the ZANU-PF. Then after that, he just control over the media, and television, TV are also controlled by the government. Public protest, demonstration against the government, he just completely declared illegal. So basically, the example of Zimbabwe shows that popular government can be non-democratic, because in Zimbabwe at that time, no rule of law and no respect for right. Because equality, because in democracy everyone is equal before the law, and this is the important aspects of politics. So this example of Zimbabwe give us the next feature of democracy. In democratic government, ruling within limits set by constitutional law and citizens right. So next feature of democracy is a rule of law and respect for rights. So all these are the important feature of democracy. Let's see, these are the feature of democracy that we discussed in the previous slide. First one is, in a democracy, the final decisions making power rests with those who elected by the people. And in democratic country, election should be free and fair. In democratic country, each adult citizen must have one vote, and each vote has the same value. And a democratic government rules within limits, and these sets by constitutional laws and citizens' right. So these are the important features of democracy. Now let's check your progress. So we discussed all the features of democracy. Now here are the examples of 5 countries. First one is the Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bihar, it's not a country, and the last one is the Bangladesh. So you just try to find out which aspects are violated in democracy and which are preserved. So this activity you will do it yourself. Okay, now just move on to the next topic. Merits of democracy. Democracy considered to be the best option among all other political systems available in the world. So here are the arguments in the favor of democracy. So the first merits of democracy is, a democratic government is a better form of government, because it is more accountable form of government, and it is also best because it represents the needs of the people. It does not depend on the whims of the rulers or dictator. In simple word, we can say that democracy is for the people. It is an accountable form of government, right? Now the next feature is, democracy improves the quality of decision making. So democracy is based on consultation and discussion. As such, many mistakes are corrected in time, and thus democracy improves the quality of decision making. So this is the second merits of democracy. Now the third one is, basically, democracy provides a method to deal with differences and conflicts. It is suitable that countries like India having diversity of languages, religion and culture. So democracy in India made it possible to keep unity in diversity. So this is the third important merits of democracy. Next one is, in a democracy, no one is permanent winner or loser, because in democratic country elections held regularly. Now the next merit is, democracy is better than the other form of government because it's allow us to correct its own mistakes. So yes, it is only in the democratic country that mistakes are admitted, and all attempts are made to correct these mistakes. And if mistakes are made, it is only in the democracy that they are admitted and then corrected. In democracy, thus, there is a room for correction. Now the next is, democracy also enhances the dignity of the citizen, because it is based on the principle of political equality, on recognizing that the poorest and least educated have the same status as the rich and the educated. So basically, democracy is based on the political equality, which ensures equal rights both for rich and poor, that educated and the uneducated. Thus, in a way, democracy enhances the dignity of every citizen. So these are the argument in the favor of democracy. Okay. Now the next one is demerits of or drawbacks of democracy. Democracy is most popular form of the government emerging in the modern times. Still, the shortcomings cannot be ruled out. So here are the demerits or drawbacks of democracy. So the first demerit is leaders keep changing in a democracy and this leads to instability. Basically, in democratic country, elections are regularly held. So for that, leaders and political parties keep changing and this leads to instability. Next one is democracy is all about political competition and power play. So there is no scope for morality. Next one is elected leaders do not know the best interest of the people, so it leads to bad decision. Next one is delays in decision making. So all the decisions are to be approved and discussed in the parliament, as we know that, and many people and institutions are to be consulted. So it leads to delay in decision making. Next one is democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on electoral competition. So as the democracy is based on electoral competition, so definitely it leads to corruption. Many political parties use muscle and money power to come to power. So this is also a drawback of democracy. Now the next one is the ordinary people don't know what is good for them. They should not decide anything. Basically, in most of the developing countries, voters are illiterate and politically unconscious. So they elect a wrong candidate. So all these are the demerits of democracy. Okay, let's recall one more time. Arguments against democracy. So first one is leads to instability due to frequent leader changes. Next one is leads to delay due to constant consultancy. Next one is sometime it led to be a bad decision. Next argument, it encourages corruption as it is based on electoral competition. It is only about competition in power play, so no scope for morality. And the last one is ordinary people do not have the decisions making ability. So all these are the points against the democracy. Okay, now just move on to the home assignment. Let's read this question answer, and after that you have to write down this question answer in your notebook. Okay, so first question is, how did General Pervez Musharraf became the president of Pakistan? So we already discussed the case study of Pakistan. So how did he became the president of Pakistan? So General Pervez Musharraf became the president of Pakistan by first, he just led a military coup in October 1999 in Pakistan. Then he just overthrew a democratically elected government and declared himself the chief executive of the country. Then later he just changed his designation to president in 2002, held a referendum in the country that granted him a 5-year extension. Clear? Okay. Now the next question is, major decision in democracy must be taken by the elected leader. This is one of the feature of democracy. So justify the statement by giving 2 reasons and a suitable example. Okay, so in Pakistan, after passing a law, elections are held to national and state assemblies. So now elected representative must have some powers, but the final power rests with military officers and the General Pervez Musharraf itself. Those who take final decisions are not elected by the people, right? So they have formally elected a parliament and the government, but the real power is in the hand of those who were not elected. Clear? Okay. Now just move on to the next question, number 3rd. Democracy is based on the principle of political equality. So give two instances of the denial of equal right to vote. So here are the examples to prove that political equality is still missing in many countries. Like in Saudi Arabia, women do not have right to vote. In Fiji, the electoral system is such that vote of indigenous Fiji, those who live there, has more value than that of an Indian Fiji. Last example, Estonia. In Estonia, Russian minority find it too difficult to get the right to vote. I hope you all understand these topics, and rest of the topic we will discuss in next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.